Hey guys, so today we will start another question which is of merging two sorted list. And this question is that you have two lists and which is 124 and 134. We basically have to merge uh, the list and then we have to return the head of the merged linked list, right? So we have 124 134, then it is giving 112 3 4 4, right? And then you return the head of the new list, right? If it is empty, then empty is returned. If nothing is there and second has 0, then 0 is returned, right? The node value can be -1 to -100 to +100. Both are sorted non-decreasing order, okay, which is increasing order, okay. So 124 134. Let's see how we can solve this question. So we have 1 2 4 and we have 1 3 4. Okay, so these are the two lists that we have, right? And this question is very similar to merge sort, where we merge the sorted arrays. So if you are aware of that, then I think you can easily catch the logic of how to solve this question. The only thing is, instead of arrays you have list, right? If you're not aware of it, then I think now after solving this question you'll be able to understand what is the logic of merging in the merge sort for arrays, right? So basically what the logic is, we take two pointers, right? Pointer 1 and we take pointer 2, okay. And what we have to do is we basically need to compare these values, okay. So we compare pointer 1 dot val if the value is 1, and if it's less than equal to pointer 2 dot val, okay. Then if there is for example, if we create a new node, okay, this is the new list, the result list, okay. So we say list node equals to new node -1, okay. So in this one, like this is, for example, this is a null node, this is the null node, then this p3 dot next is p1 dot val. That means this one comes here, okay. And then p1 moves here, right? And what we need to do is, now p2 is here, so we say p3 dot next is p1, and what we do is p1 dot next, p1 equals to p1 dot next, so we move it. And then maybe what we can do is, yeah, we don't need to do anything, so we move here and then we compare again p1 with p2. Is p1 value less than p2 dot value? No, right? Else, in else what we do, in here actually we move p3 here also, p3 equals to p3 dot next, so we'll move p3 to p3 dot next, okay. And then in this else condition what we do, we say p3 dot next is equals to p2, okay. So p3 now is pointing to this one, p2, okay. And then we say pt equals to p2 dot next, so p2 comes here, okay. Then again it compares if p1 dot val is less than equal to p2 dot val, right? So then we say p3 is anyways moving here also, and then we say p3 is actually now pointing to 2, right? And then p1 goes here, right? And in this and this comparison happens, and then so this goes here like 3, and then 4, right? Because after 3 this goes here, P2, right? Then P1 and P2 is there because we said less than equal to, so we are giving preference to P1 if both the values are same, so we say P1, right? So P1 is 4, so 4 happened, 4 came here. Now when P1 is complete, for example if we had 5 here, right? So what we need to do is P3 is now attaching till this, right? Now what we need to do is we simply needs to attach P3 dot next. Okay, so whatever is there, this final, we have to attach this thing with this, right? And the rest link is already there. So P3 dot next will be equal to whatever the current node is, correct? And then this is already there. Similarly, if suppose this is not there and then we have 5, 6, 7, right? Then P3 will actually, and P1 is here, right? So P3 dot next will go to P1, this link will form, and then the rest link is already there, right? So these conditions will happen, and it will say while P3 dot next while P3 dot next is not equal to null, then P1 dot next is not equal to null, or P2 dot next is not equal to null, which means the elements are there, then you basically connect these dots, right? I think when we do this question, it will be more easy to understand. So let's start coding, and while coding we'll understand more. So let's say list node pointer 1 is list 1, right? And list node pointer 2 is list 2, right? So we actually put 2 pointers in these two lists, list 1 and list 2. Now we have to create a result list, right? So we'll say list node result is equals to new list node, okay? And this is a empty constructor, so it will create some empty node, okay? And since we have to return a head, we'll say list node head is equals to result, because we have to return, so we'll return this head, okay? Now as we said before, what we have to do, we have to start a while loop, okay? And in the while loop we have to say while pointer 1 dot next, or maybe we can just say while pointer 1 is not equal to null and pointer 2 is not equal to null, okay? If pointer 1 dot val is less than equal to pointer 2 dot val, okay, then what we have to do, we have to say result dot next, okay? So what we have to do is we have to say result dot next is equals to pointer 1, right? So result dot next will be equal to pointer 1, and then what do? We move result equals to result, or we move pointer 1, actually pointer 1 equals to pointer 1 dot next, right? Why? Because what will happen is, if this is the new one, so for example this is null and this is result, okay, and we had this pointer 1, right? So this is pointer 1 node, right? And this is 2 for the first list, so this will actually link here. Result dot next is pointer 1, Okay, now pointer 1 has to move, so pointer 1 equals to pointer 1 dot next. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do. And in the else we will do for pointer 2. Okay, and we'll say pointer 2 equals to pointer 2 dot next. I mean, this is the same, but the only thing that we are doing is we are putting another list node. Okay, and now we have to move the result also, right? Result equals to result dot next. Okay, so this is a logic which will take care if two lists are of same size, right? So now the condition is, for example, if we have, as I said, we have compared all these, and if we have just these remaining, right? So how do we connect these elements with the result list, right? So how do we do that? So now in this case, what we'll do is, the only logic that we know is we have to check if the pointer 1 is not equal to null, because in this case pointer 1 is not null, right? Pointer 2 is null, pointer 1 is not equal to null. So pointer 3, the result, whatever the result list is, this next will be equal to whatever the current pointer 1 is. Okay, and then you'll keep moving it, right? So while pointer 1 is not equal to null, okay, what we'll do is we'll say result dot next is pointer 1, correct? And then you keep on moving pointer, or I think you don't need to move pointer 1 also, or maybe yes, pointer 1 equals to, I think you don't need to move, because the point is you've already connected this. Pointer 3 dot next is now pointer 1, and this is already there, right? Yeah, I don't think you need to move, but we'll see. While pointer 2 is not equal to null, then result dot next equals to pointer 2, right? And that should be it. Now the only thing that we need to return is we need to return head dot next. Why we need to return head dot next? Because the first is a null, p3, what we said result, right? This result is actually null, so actual it will start from 1, so just one position we need to move and return the head. Okay, I think this should work. Okay, time limit exceeded, something is wrong. Let's see, pointer 1 is there, pointer 2 is there, result is there. Okay, head is there, which is pointing to result this, while pointer 1 is equals to this, then result dot next is pointer 1 equals to pointer 1, else result dot next equals to this. Yeah, this is correct. I think this is actually correct. Why is this giving errors? Okay, yeah, this is correct. Oh, I don't have to do a while loop. That's the problem. I just have to do an if loop. If loop needs to be used here. If pointer 1 is not equal to null, then result dot next will move to pointer 1, right? Yes, that is the reason why it was giving error, because we don't need to use while loop, we need to use if condition, right? Because at this point of time when we have more elements, then it will just, we need to see if p1 is not equal to null, then you just need to move the result or whatever the result is with p1, and rest is already linked, so you don't need to do anything. So in the while, it was just running in the while loop. So I think if you guys still don't understand, let's just do it. 1 2 4 and 1 3 4, and this is result null node we have, which is basically head as of now. Okay, so the first condition that we had is while pointer 1 is not equal to null and pointer 2 is not equal to null. So pointer 1 is there, pointer 2 is there, it's not equal to null. So it will say if pointer 1 is less than equal to pointer 2 dot val, so 1 is less than equal to 1. Okay, so if it both are equal, then we consider pointer 1. So result dot next equals to pointer 1. So result dot next is actually pointer 1. Okay, correct. And then result equals to result dot next. Okay, so and then sorry, so pointer is actually moving to here, so pointer will move, so pointer will move here, pointer 1, and result will move here, result equals to result dot next. So result will move here, right, result. Okay, then it will say in this case, if pointer 1 val is less than pointer 2, no, then it will come to here, then result dot next is pointer 2, right? So result dot next will come to pointer 2, right? And then what will happen, pointer 2 will move here, right? So pointer 2 will actually move here, pointer 2 will move here, and result will move here, so result will be here. Okay, like that. Now it will compare pointer 1 and pointer 2. Okay, again this will happen, so this link will be made, right? So pointer 1 will now move to here and result will move here. Okay, then what will happen, this link will be made, because in 4 and 3 this is the one. So pointer 2 will move here and result will move here. Right, result will move here. Okay, then this thing will happen because pointer 1 is there, pointer 2 is there, pointer 1 and pointer 2, pointer 1 preference is given, so this link will happen. Okay, and then finally this link will happen, this link will happen, right? So pointer 1 and pointer 2 is done. So now this is the link that will happen, and finally when we are returning, so see, this is the actual link. Now if I say this is the actual link which is going on, okay, this is the actual linked list link which is getting formed here. Okay, but where is head? Head is here. Okay, this is null node, so we need to return the head of the linked list, so we have to do head dot next, which is here. So when we do return head dot next, it will come here and this whole linked list will be returned. Okay, now consider like we had 5 6 7, result now is here. Okay, and there was another link of P2, basically P2, this is a P2 link which is going on, right? So that's why what it says is if P2 is not equal to null, if P2 is not equal to null, because P2 will move here, P2 is not equal to null, right? P2 is not equal to null, P2 is not equal to null, then result dot next is P2, this is the link, result dot next is P2. Once you do result.next p2, this whole chain will be part of this green. Okay, although there are other links, but this will be the main link that it will be connected to, so it will return this. Okay, and that is why we have these conditions, these two conditions, right? Okay, awesome. So that is what merge to sorted list program is. It's a very commonly asked questions, easy question, and most commonly asked in Apple, Amazon, and Expedia. Thank you guys.